Distinguished members of the Veterans of Foreign Wars, I am speaking to you today from the rolling hills of Warren County, and it was on this very spot, during the darkest days of the American Revolution, that soldiers from the Continental Army positioned artillery to defend their comrades against expected attacks from the British Army. And so it is fitting that these beautiful hills also mark the final resting place of a great hero, Captain Henry Crocker, whose valor on the field of battle during the Civil War earned him our nation's highest praise, the Congressional Medal of Honor. Captain Crocker's courage in the face of incredible danger certainly qualified him as a hero, and his example brings to mind the question of whether or not heroes exist in our own day.
The word hero has an elusive definition. Some will consider this word to mean a great warrior who, having proven himself on the field of battle, is now greatly honored and respected. Others would consider the word to mean one who overcame great adversity, accomplished his noble goal through less coarse methods and violence, and inspired a new generation of fervent visionaries. Using these two contrasting definitions as guide, some critics of the United States of America have made the argument that America now has no heroes, as no longer do any men or women fit the criteria imposed by these same detractors. Gone are the days of George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln and Ulysses S. Grant, they declare. The decline of America's power and influence has begun, they say. The slow downhill march to anonymity has already commenced, and America's past glory, past exploits, and past heroism are now but memories. Yet I denounce these conclusions. I reject these arguments. In my eyes, I see heroes everywhere. I see heroes in the eyes of my working parents, in the words of my caring teachers, and most of all, in the efforts of those steadfast soldiers who protect us. America's glory is not gone. Its exploits are still present today, and the heroes of America have never held a more active role. The heroes of America are still present. They continue to fight for justice, and even now they strive for the cause of democracy throughout the world. Our heroes remain a pillar of strength, one that the citizens of America will continue to draw courage from in these trying times. Since the beginning of the modern age, America has always been acknowledged as a powerful force within the world, not only politics, but also culture. Yet now, with the rise of other nations to prominence, it appears as though America is no longer the principal power of the earth. No longer is America renowned for its possession of great technology. Now America is held in the grip of a recession, with our riches and influence plummeting. But does this detract from the presence of our heroes? Do they, the soldiers of America, no longer defend us because of domestic strife? It cannot be so. The citizens of America could not sit safe in the knowledge of such protection if this same shield was mere illusion. No, the trials and tribulations of America do not and never will prevent our soldiers from doing their duty. The awareness of a recession on the home front does not petrify our soldiers in their tracks, nor thwart their sense of duty. The guardians of democracy have always served as the defenders of freedom, and will continue to be so evermore. Despite this, there are times in history when the question is raised, should our soldiers be considered heroes? Citizens question the true worthiness of our veterans. They falter at bestowing such a title as hero upon these men and women that they know so little of. However, if one accepts that there is no nobler act than to defend one's fellow men, and that such a righteous doing is the very foundation of all heroic exploits, this problem of worthiness is quickly put to rest. When a soldier enters the field of battle, he becomes a defender of his country. To defend one's nation is to defend those who live in it, rich and poor, righteous and corrupt. This task is accomplished by the soldiers of the United States military. No international war has been fought upon American soil since the early 19th century, and it is because of these men and women. The United States has dedicated its military to the protection of not merely itself, but also to the defense of others, a challenge soldiers have undertaken with great eagerness. Such actions can and should be deemed heroic, and therefore the veterans of America are the heroes of America. They will remain as such so long as they endeavor so greatly to protect America and its interests. In defiance of detractors and cynics, the heroes of America continue to defend this country. No force can diminish the spirit of American citizens other than their own internal trouble. It can only be destroyed from within. While it is true that some of America's greatest exploits are now found only in the mist of memory, others merely wait to be accomplished. Our heroes are ready to serve. Indeed, they have already begun. They struggle with every fiber of consciousness for this great cause. To assist in this cause, we, the citizens of America, must actively support our heroes. Each man and woman, every adult and child, can be a hero through a simple act of confidence in his nation. By merely cheering when a soldier comes home from war, or saluting the flag, that person shows his confidence in our nation. It is these small acts of solidarity that form the difference between true victory and utter defeat, more so than any great battle. As our heroes do their duty, so must we, the citizens of America, fulfill our responsibilities by acknowledging and supporting our soldiers, for they are American heroes. I would like to thank all the brave men and women of the veterans of foreign wars for the tremendous honor it has been to represent New Jersey in the Voice of Democracy competition. I would especially like to thank State Commander Jack Shiverdaker, Ladies Auxiliary President Iris Jean George, Mr. Andrew Hinkle, District 19 Commander Gerald Cadwalder, and all the members of Post 7856 of Glen Gardner, New Jersey, for the support and encouragement. I hope that you have a productive and enjoyable convention, and I wish that I could have delivered this speech in person, but I am presently attending the Freedom Foundation program at Valley Forge, also as a result of the generosity of the veterans of foreign wars. You are all my heroes, and it has been a great honor to represent you. Thank you, and God bless America.